Hello, Dave here with emergencyprepguy.com. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm super excited about today's video because I'm getting honeybees. This is an emergency preparedness channel, obviously, and the more self-sufficient we can be, the better. The way I look at honey, I've got lots of buckets of honey that I've bought over the years. Honey lasts forever, so I've got lots of honey stored. But I figure if time gets tough, you know, anything that we can produce ourselves is good, and you can, if I produce more than I need of something, I can trade it with other people that have different things and get what I need. So that's kind of, I think honey is a real simple preparedness option that I think people should consider. So anyway, I'll tell you the quick story on this this procurement of bees. I kind of waited. We just moved into this house, and so that was part of why I put it off, but I kind of was late in the season for ordering the bees. I had to get the hive ordered and get it all set up and painted and everything. The next day after I did that, I was supposed to get the bees. I ordered some Italian bees, which are supposed to be some of the more gentle, they're the most gentle breed, and I ordered them from a company in Georgia, and real nice people. They shipped them off. Problem is, the post office didn't deliver them in time, and by the time I got them, all of the bees were dead, 100% of the bees. So matter of fact, I'll show you here. I have it right here. That is the saddest thing. So normally all of the bees would be up. This is their feeding can. They would all be up swarming around here. But I got them and they were all dead. The postman, apologized, and so I had to, think, what else can I do to get bees? Because this time of year, it's the first, few days of June. Most everybody that's selling packages of bees or nukes are done for the year, and so least that I could find online. So what I did is I started calling local bee companies here in eastern Idaho where I live, and I found one of the people that I called referred me to a guy who has a bunch of hives and who he said probably would have some that he would sell me. And I called him, he called me back, and sure enough, he has a couple of them. He doesn't sell packages of bees like this. He sells actual nukes, which have 5 frames in it, which is probably better because it'll give me a head start. They're not the Italian bees. Sorry for my camera shaking here for a second. They're not the Italian bees that are supposed to be so gentle, but they're what a couple of the local beekeepers here around Idaho referred to as Idaho mutts. But it's several different mixes of the honeybees, and so anyway, I'm excited to get them, and we'll show you this process of my first time of getting bees and putting them in the hive. Okay, really quick, I'm going to show you the hive where I have it set up. I'm going to spin this around. I apologize, I got my sprinkler going. Now I'm getting wet, and you could probably hear chickens I got running around the yard. Here, I'll show you the chickens. Hi girls, how you doing? They're sweet, they're looking for treats. Okay, so over here is the hive that I have set up, and this yard is, it needs a lot of work. We just moved into this yard, so forgive any poor yard keeping. It looks a lot better than it did, and eventually I'll have it really nice. But anyway, that's the beehive, and I'll show you more when we get the bees and I'm installing them. Okay, I've went to a neighboring town to the local beekeeper I was telling you about, and I've picked up the nuke. I'm going to spin this around so you can see it. So this has got 5 frames it's a nuke. It's a nucleus hive. So where we're gonna install it is right over there. Okay, so I've got it over here, the hive. So I'm just gonna go suit up. I've never done this before, so I'm gonna go suit up and we'll install it. Okay, so here I am, and we're gonna do this. I hope it's not too late in the evening to do it, but looks like. Make sure I got my bee suit on like I'm supposed to. So I didn't go for the full suit, so hopefully I don't regret it, but I'm hot. Huh. Okay. Okay, so what we gotta do is I have one of those portable mics. I just didn't put it on, so I apologize if you can't hear me that good in this video. But what I did is I took 5 of the frames out of my 10 frame deep box, and so now it's time to open up the bees and basically just putting them in there. And so hopefully you'll be able to hear me as I'm talking. Okay, here you'll see me taking off the rubber bands that was holding the lid on. I put the bees, tried to shake them in the box, and thought that was kind of dumb. What if the queen was in there? And now what I'm doing is you'll watch this. It takes me a really long time to get that first frame out because I'm really trying not to squish bees, and the frames are kind of stuck in that nuke. I've never done this before, and I was trying, they always say be real careful so you don't pull, hurt the bees. Show you what that looks like. I'm not that proficient at looking for, it's a good batch of bees here. I better keep it over there. I don't want to lose the queen, and I don't know haven't seen her yet. Okay, I've got the 5. I really shouldn't have brought that tray over here. I hope I didn't drop the queen or something. I don't think I did, as I don't think I dropped any bees, but anyway, I've got to get a feeder. I've got a feeder that the guy gave me when I bought this that will fit in as instead of one of the frames, and so I'm gonna get that going, and so we'll be right back. Anyway, that was pretty fun. It wasn't scary because I got all this gear on. Eventually I think it would be fun to, I don't know, it just depends on how nice the bees are. I can see lots of guys doing it without gloves, but all right, I'm gonna take my gloves off for a minute, pause the camera, and I'm gonna go get the feeder to feed them with. All right, I've got the feeder. It's hangs in there in place of a frame. You fill it up with 1-to-1 sugar water, and there's a board in there that floats so they don't drown. So he said it works good for him, so that's what I'm gonna try. And then he gave me one thing to treat for varroa mites that I hang down in there. So I'll do that as well. I'm gonna place this, since I got a feeder put inside and my top cover has a hole for like a jar feeder, I'm gonna put this board that I got off the top of the package of bees that came from Georgia that all died. I'm just gonna put this on top so that they can only get out the lower entrance, because they need to have just a small entrance while they're a small hive, so they have less territory to protect. So this will help with that. So. Okay, I'm gonna bring you around here. Okay, since this side down here is south facing, that's where I've got the entrance to the beehive. I don't have an entrance reducer, so I'm just gonna take this stick here and I'm gonna cut it down right there and leave it in there so there's only a small entrance. The bees, since they're brand new to this hive and they're small in numbers, to protect them from bees from other hives trying to rob them and so forth, or any other predators that there might be. Like a robin just flew in. That robin right there, I don't know if you can see it on the post, it just flew in and grabbed a bee. But anyway, that way they'll only have just a small entrance to defend. I want to show you inside this nuke. There's just a few bees left in here. I don't see any of them that look big enough to be a queen. So hopefully I didn't screw up and not get the queen in the... I don't think I did. I think I was pretty careful, but I just shouldn't have walked off with that one. But anyway, hopefully the queen's in there. And so I'm going to just leave this box here, because they'll smell the pheromones of the queen in there and they'll hear all the humming and everything. And then also there's a little bit of I don't know if there's any bees left on the top of that nuke or not, but there was. So I'm going to leave them there as well, in case there's any bees on it. And so this will be this hive, and we'll check on it in the morning. So I filled up, hopefully you saw that, I filled up the feeder in there. And so anyway, this is exciting. They don't seem to be, they were a little ticked at me when I first started, tearing into their hive, but they don't seem to be particularly aggressive. I mean, like the second time I got in it, they were all pretty calm. I had a few of them attack my, my screen and a few things, but it was just, I think that it was just they were mad that I was getting into their thing and probably could sense that I didn't know what I was doing. But they, overall, they seemed honestly pretty gentle. Okay, it's Sunday. I wouldn't normally do anything on Sunday like this, but I just wanted to check on the bees and make sure they're okay since I put them in last night. So I just did a quick, I just did a quick, I took the hive apart and just took the top off and the top cover off, just so I could see inside the bees. You can see here they're kind of buzzing around. They figured out where the door is. There's bees going in and out. It's warm enough this morning. It looks like that they're starting, some of them at least, are starting to go out to forage. When I took the lid off, they were all in there, all on their frames that I put in there, and some of them had found the feeder, and I didn't see any drowned ones. They were just crawling down there on the board and feeding the water. I'll show that in a later video. I apologize for not filming it this morning. But anyway, this was a successful placement of a nuke into this hive. I'm kind of excited. You can see all the bees buzzing around. They seem like to be pretty calm bees. Half the time, well, not when I get into the hive, but like right now, I don't have my gloves on because I got to run the camera. But nobody really attacked me when I got in there to look around, and just seemed, I think this is going to be a fun project. Okay, it's now 2 days later after I installed the hive. Yesterday, so it's now Monday. Yesterday on Sunday, I installed them on Saturday. On Sunday, I came out and took the hive apart, and I did find the queen. I didn't film it though, so I don't have video of it. So I wanted to come out again this morning and film it. So I'm gonna try to angle this camera where you can see it, but I'm gonna get the camera situated here. It's a little earlier. It's early in the morning, so normally you're supposed to get into the hive when the most of them are out foraging. So I'm probably doing a little earlier than I should, but this is when I got to do the video today, so that's what we're doing. I haven't really used a smoker yet. I know you're supposed to, but I haven't really noticed the bees attacking me either. They're a little mad at me when I was doing the install that first day, but like when I checked them on Sunday, they were just totally calm and totally fine, and that was during the middle part of the day when most of them were out foraging. So this will be my first time getting in while they're, this early in the morning, so it'll be interesting. So let me get the camera situated, and I'll show you. What I want to do is find the queen again and show you the queen. That was kind of fun. Get the gloves on real quick. Eventually I hope to do this without gloves, but not yet. Okay, so got some bees on top there. A lot of them are in here feeding. That's exciting. Well, we have a few drowned ones too. Darn it. Today's the first day I've seen any drowned ones in the feeder. I might switch to a different type of water. I don't know if you can see, or a different type of feeder. I don't know if you can see this black. It's inserts in there like it was a frame, and it has sugar water in there. There's a little guy trying to swim right now that's drowning. Get him out. Hopefully, there we go. Rescued a bee. So I want to show you the queen here. Hi guys, or ladies, I guess these are girls. the frame with black foundation there. Okay, I believe this is the one that had the queen on it yesterday. We'll see. I was very excited that I found her. It might have been the next one. Yeah, I'm not seeing. I'm not that expert at this yet, but it looks to me like this looks like some pollen they're filling, and nectar is what I'm guessing. Uncapped honey is what I'm guessing this is. It might be a little too early. Yeah, I'm not seeing the queen there, but when I did it during the warm, there, look, there's a, yeah, this nectar, there's a bee got his head, or her head stuck in there eating this morning. A couple fat bees on here. I wonder if they're drones. I'm gonna have to look up a drone and see how you tell the difference. Sorry guys. Sorry. It was super exciting to see the queen yesterday. Eventually I'll figure out how to get her marked. Where you put a little red or different colored dot on their thorax. It makes them easier to spot. But you gotta grab them in your hand. Okay, this might be her. Okay, I found the queen. She's right. Oh, here she is. She's down here now. You can see a really good shot of her. Let's see if I can get this where you can see her. Yeah, there she is right there. Kind of walking around. Anyway, I'll try to get a better shot of her here for you. Okay, I found the queen. There's a bee on her back right there. She's right under that bee. Scoot that little girl off. Come on, get off. There's the queen right there. She's right kind of under those other bees. I don't know if you can see her right there with her long body. So hopefully you can see that. There's a clear shot of her. They got off of her. She's walking right there. That's kind of fun. I'm brave in holding the camera without my gloves. Okay, I'm gonna look down here. Put her back where I know the queen is there. I can see why the people don't like using gloves. It's kind of hard to maneuver. They've got a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, but they've got some foundation comb built out on the foundation there. Looks like they're working on it. Here's a lot of capped brood. That's exciting. There's honey out in the edge. Come on, ladies. Starting to wake up. The sun's coming out. Hi, baby. Granddaughter's watching over there. Now this one, if you look at this one, there's a ton of capped brood on this one. This is a good frame. I'm glad he gave me this one. This came in the nuke. Honey on the edges, and I'm assuming it's capped brood. That he said was capped brood. I'm not the greatest at identifying this stuff yet, but I know he told me there was a bunch of this was capped brood. So that's what I'm believing that is. Which means most of these are nurse bees on here. They're flying around me, a few of them. I don't really see anybody attacking me though. Yeah, this frame, again, looks like a lot of bees. I can see nectar in this one. Anyway, I'm gonna let them. I just wanted to show you guys that. Get back to their day. Looks like they're busy bees. Okay, I hope that was interesting for you. We got to see the queen. Okay, well, that's it for this video. I was just editing it up and realized I didn't film a goodbye for this video. So I appreciate you guys watching this. I hope in your preparedness efforts that you'll consider bees, and I hope my fumbling along as my first experience with bees, I hope this was educational and helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate it. Thanks. Talk to you in the next video. Bye.